The sun climbs higher, painting the sky with fire. And the desert becomes a sea of light. Shadows retreat into silence. But the spirit grows stronger, fed by the heat of endurance. I walk with the horse beside me. Its breath warm, its trust eternal. Between us there is no command. Only harmony. The unspoken bond of companionship. Its hooves mark the sand. Like verses written in rhythm. A script that only the desert understands. The child runs ahead. His laughter echoing against the dunes. He gathers stones. Not knowing they are fragments of history. Remnants of journeys made before his birth. Every step he takes is a new verse. In a poem that began long before me. And will continue long after. At night, I sit beneath the stars. And the wind carries the perfume of memory. Love is not an arrow but a flame. Burning without consuming. Guiding without blinding. It is in the way a mother's voice softens. In the way a father's silence holds weight. In the way a friend's loyalty stands taller than towers. The falcon rests nearby. Its wings folded yet restless. It dreams of skies beyond horizons. Yet it stays because my hand is steady. Trust is freedom disguised as patience. And patience is love dressed in silence. I remember the old songs. Verses carved in the heart. Sung around fires when the night was long. They spoke of love as vast as the desert. Of courage as sharp as the falcon's talons. Of honor as steady as the camel's march. Each word was not merely spoken, but breathed. As though the very air was poetry. The child falls asleep against my robe. His small hands clutching the fabric. I see in his rest the promise of tomorrow. The echo of heritage carried in his dreams. He is not merely a boy, but a bridge between past and future. Between memory and hope. And as the stars shimmer, I whisper to the night. Carry my words across the dunes. Let them reach every hidden corner. Let them be wings for those who long for flight. Let them be rivers for those who thirst for meaning. The desert has a voice. Not of sound, but of silence. In its stillness, I hear the wisdom of ages. The patience of those who walked before me. The courage of those who built paths. From nothing but will and faith. The horse lowers its head. Its mane brushing the sand. And I touch its neck with gratitude. This noble creature has carried more than weight. It has carried my secrets. It has carried my longing. It has carried my soul across miles. Where no road was drawn. The child awakens with eyes like dawn. Filled with wonder. Untouched by the heaviness of years. He asks the desert questions it cannot answer. But in his asking, the truth is revealed. For the heart of a child is closer to truth than the wisdom of an old poet. We walk together. Three souls bound by unseen strings. A man, a boy, and a horse. The falcon circles above. Its cry piercing the still air. It reminds me that freedom is not distance, but the courage to rise above shadows. Love returns to my thoughts. Like the moon bends its face against the glass. Watching a father whisper secrets to silence. My hands tremble as I hold her fragile fingers. Like holding the edge of a dream about to fade. Every breath she takes is a mountain I climb. Every pause is a valley where I lose myself. I close my eyes and see her running in gardens. Her laughter chasing butterflies. Her innocence painting the air with joy. How cruel is fate to trap a bird in chains. To bind a flower to the coldness of machines. Yet even in this cage of sorrow and fear, her spirit glows brighter than the sun. I sit by her bed as the hours dissolve. Counting not minutes, but the weight of hope. Doctors pass with eyes like shadows. Their words are heavy, but my prayers heavier still. O heart, do not break. For she needs you as her shield. O tears, do not drown me. For she needs me as her light. I remember the desert nights of my youth, when the stars carried stories of warriors. But now, no sword nor crown can save me. Only faith, only mercy, only love. I place my forehead upon her small hand, and whisper verses only heaven can hear. If destiny listens, let it bend in kindness. If the sky holds power, let it fall in grace. She is not just my child. She is my world breathing in fragile rhythms. Without her, the sun would lose its courage. Without her, my soul would wander blind. The dawn arrives but I do not see its light. For my eyes are chained to the stillness of her breath. The world outside awakens with birds and sun. Yet inside these walls time is frozen in sorrow. I trace her face with trembling eyes, memorizing each curve as if it were scripture. Her eyelids closed, her lips unmoving. Yet her soul still speaks to me in silence. O Lord of mercy, hear the cracks in my voice. Turn my pain into her healing. Take the weight from her fragile chest. Place it upon me, for I can carry storms. The beeping of machines becomes my heartbeat. The hum of wires becomes my prayer. Every second feels like 1,000 deserts. But my faith insists that rain will come. I whisper her name as if it were a song, a melody only angels can echo. If she hears me in her slumber, let her know I will never let go. I remember the warmth of her laughter, how it lit my nights brighter than moons. I remember the touch of her small hands, like the gentlest wind blessing my soul. Without her, the palace is only stone. Without her, the desert loses its voice. She is the garden I planted in my heart, the fragrance of love that cannot fade. So I kneel beside her fragile form, and offer my tears as sacrifice to heaven. For a father's love is deeper than oceans, and no wave of sorrow can wash it away. The night falls again, heavy with silence, and I remain by her side, a guardian of hope. The world outside spins with noise and light, but my universe is here, breathing softly, fighting gently. I speak to her even though her eyes are closed, for I believe the soul hears beyond silence. I tell her stories of